It's Amos 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, or Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the whole feet like men that scattered abroad, pushing his truth without sincerity. And also shalom to you very few sincere sisters that's taking heed and getting in order in these last days. All right, brother, I'm going to come to the video, Lord, when it's edifying. So straight to the point. All right, so I was just scrolling. I seen this one little of end time headlines. This article. It says when society deems this as normal, time is almost up. Right, and it says these things were examples to future generations. Right, and this right here is the opinion of whoever the writer is. Right, I'm assuming that it may be him. I'm not 100% correct. But what was funny is that these people know about. They mentioned the term Jacob's trouble right there at the end. So I'm gonna read into it, and it's fun because a lot of different camps don't even speak on it. They don't like to go into it because they don't truly believe in it. Right? It says in tonight's podcast, we explore stunning parallels between the times of Noah and Lot, and how society deemed what the Most High called wicked and abominable as normal. We explain how evil will become more and more desensitized to how dark the world is getting, but the righteous will be grieved and vexed. We will also show how there were supernatural events that transpired before God judged Jerusalem, and how this appears to be happening again, revealing that we are near the time of Jacob's trouble. See? And ultimately, when you think about it, all in both of those times of Noah and Lot, they were sealed. They had got the directions. Right, with Noah, he built the ark, and then once he got done, he got on it and got the animals on it. Right, he was sealed. Right, same thing with Lot. When the angel came and told him to leave the city, right, he was vexed in the spirit. He was fed up. He was tired of the sodomite activity that's inside that place, Sodom and Gomorrah. Got him up out of it. Soon as he got up out of it, what? It was raining fire and brimstone. And same thing inside this modern time, man. The Lord is sealing his elect. Once the elect is sealed, that's when all hell's gonna break loose, man. Right? And it says what? Revealing that we are near the time of Jacob's trouble. So, and it's funny because they speak about a time of Jacob's trouble. Now we don't know who they concerning is going to be for, but we know that Jacob's going to the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, which you can see in the media now. How things being stirred up in the media as far as the martial law troops. They go into every neighborhood. They rounding up only a certain group of people. Like the elders were saying, they're not rounding up Moab. They're not rounding up Ishmael. Right? They rounding up you Jakes. Right? But what is? Because it's that time period for the Most High Yahweh, right? Those only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, to put us through our trouble. Right, so it's funny that I just seen this. I'm like, damn, how the hell that they speaking about a time of Jacob's trouble, but IUIC don't even speak on it. Well, they may try to switch it up now, but the receipts is the receipts. They are there. Right, but as you going into it was saying like, and how society deemed what the Most High called wicked and abominable as normal. Right, because how much I gotta destroy this place, man. It's getting. Excuse me. It ain't getting. It's too far out of hand. Right, so that tab is being built. What's that precept? Is that Isaiah 5:20? It was like, woe to you that call evil good and good evil. Come on, man. Isaiah 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Right? Kind of 22 hard too. Right? Because hey, look at the law they're putting in gear. They're pretty much putting that P word into gear and like making it seem like that's a good thing to do. All the law that the Lord has put out, right? They're switching them around. Even look at the rainbow, for example. That was just a sign for a promise, right? And they got it, and they just like they got that rainbow and just went crazy with it on some straight wickedness, So it's definitely woe unto them, right? Especially Esau, Edom, but hey, woe to this world, man. Because they have got the whole world drunk, so therefore the whole world got to get cleansed, right? But mainly Babylon the Great, right, which is America, has to get that full. Well, I'm gonna say the rest of the world's not as drunk as Babylon the Great, America, but America's drunkenness have covered the whole earth. So therefore the whole earth has to get that restart too, but America will be wiped off the map, right? And yeah. So I ain't really had too much inside this lesson, honestly. I just seen that right there, and it's of course it's his opinion, but his opinion hit harder than IUIC's, But this also just goes to show you that who really has the truth, right? And it started off with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, right? This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. Matter of fact, let me hit that inside Jeremiah. That's what I was going to. In the book of Jeremiah 30 and 7, right? Because it's the time that we're approaching, right? We at a time period where shit can pop off overnight, It said Jeremiah 30 verse 4. It says, and these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, right? You got your northern kingdom and you have your southern kingdom, right? We all in this trouble together. Why? Because we transgressed, we went off. But comparing it back to that article, it was saying like, Shalakia. It said between the times of Noah and Lot, and how society deemed what the Most High called wicked and abominable as normal, we explain how evil will become more and more desensitized to how dark the world is getting, but the righteous will be grieved and vexed. We will also show how there were supernatural events that transpired before the Most High judged Jerusalem, and how this appears to be happening again, revealing that we are near the time of Jacob's trouble, right? And matter of fact, what is it? Ecclesiastes, I think it's 1 and 9. Slacky. There is no new thing under the earth. Let's get into the NLT. It says history merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new, right? So it's a repeat. It's just in modern different times. It's just different time periods, because fire and brimstone gonna fall on America too. Once the elect is sealed, right? Because when the elect is sealed, right, they're gonna be going up, while the missiles are coming down. So something similar to what Lot was. So once he got out the city, right, missiles started coming down, right? That was his form of being, he was sealed from that destruction, and an angel came to him personally, telling him to get the hell on. But yeah. See, the elect is sealed. I kind of lost my train of thought. Let me go back to it. It's cool. Jeremiah 30 verse 5. I started back at 4. It said, and these are the words that concerning the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Right? And that's what we're seeing right now. Right? We're seeing how DJ Trump is taking a stand on this whole putting troops on the ground. Right? This man is really coming in that damn, I forgot the name of it. Slacky. I'm gonna just say he comes at the perpetual hatred, right? He's showing it. He's showing those horns, But it said we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace, right? And we know that's what's coming to here. No type of peace is coming, That's how we know a great deliverance is about to come. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. Right? It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. You know, and the times we coming into gonna be real ugly. You know, what we was always speaking on was Israel first, no, Northern Kingdom first, Judah worst. You know, and now we're seeing Judah getting the harsh part of it. You know, and that's what's going to help call off the civil war and uproars of the people, right? But yeah, it said, for that day is great, so that none is like it. So all these times, in you know, you have times of Noah, right? The times of Lot, 70 A.D., right? None of these things are going to amount, right? Compare to Jacob's trouble, right? It's pretty much going to be like all these times. Right, all of these great events wrapped up in one and some. Right, I think it's the book of Daniel 12:1. Right. Come, I'm reading at the NLT. It says, at that time, Michael, the archangel who stands guard over your nation, right? Because that's beautiful, right? Even though it says in KJV, it's the children of thy people, right? Which is the Israelites. But even just in this correlation right here, it just said who will stand over your nation, because that's who he have charge, or that's who he's really coming to rescue, our nation, right? The Israelites. It's not just the whole nation, the 144, right? The elect. It says, who stands guard over your nation will arise. Then there will be a time of anguish greater than any since nations first came into existence. But at that time, every one of your people whose name is written in the book will be rescued. See? Because why they were sealed at the thigh wall, right? The exemption mark, the mark of exemption. So they won't get touched. But it's that time to where the Lord is finally fed up. He's ready to judge the whole earth and judge the nation, right? So let me finish off in Ezekiel 33 and 33, right? I really feel like the point was made. I was just trying to just get out the fact that, hey, these people are actually coming out. These people speaking about Jacob's trouble, and other Israelite camps is not speaking about Jacob's trouble, right? You know, things saying that it didn't came to pass. Some believe it won't be a Jacob trouble. We're going to skip straight to WW3. You know, but one of these days, you're going to wake up and it's all hell's just going to fall straight through the flow. Right, Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this comes to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Right, so you're going to know that a prophet was warning you about this serious time, an event like never before has been since the beginning, right? That's the time period that we're coming into. Hell, it's gonna be worse than the transatlantic slave trade, man. All of these events right into one, and it's still gonna be more than that. You know, so Lord, when this lesson was edifying, I'm gonna give out honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Shem El Shai, by Shem Krakadash. Shalom.